fellow YouTubers, today I'm going to do a video opening up these LG water filters. This is a generic one from Corel premium water filter. You can get them on Amazon. They go for $41 for 4 of them, free shipping on Amazon. Or you can get the Home Depot brand of HDX for $49 for 2. Seems like a good deal when you then take a look at the LG one. The LG one is $49.99 or something like that for one of these. I'm kind of curious of how they're made inside. Now the big difference is like where they're made, and let's see, this one, the LG one, is made in Mexico. The Home Depot brand of HDX, this one is made in USA. And then this generic one is, I believe, made in China. They have a website called corelfilter.com. So it's always good that there's at least a website. We didn't find that this one tasted weird or anything. It was good, so we bought 4 more. Because when we went to Home Depot, we were like not going to pay $50 for one freaking filter. 50 bucks for 2, looking a lot better. But when I can go order 4 for $41, that seems like a better option because these only last. Well, the fridge says 6 months. You can usually eke out a few more months before there's a weird taste or anything. At least that's what we found with the LG and the HDX, the Corel. We didn't really find that there was a weird taste, but we went ahead and changed it sooner than later. Like when you're paying $50 for one filter, you kind of wait, as long until it tastes funny. So I figured I'd open these up. I could be very disappointed in that nothing is different. These all fit the same. I actually had one other generic before, and it fit a lot different. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the idea to do this until after that generic. And I think that's the one the wife said she thought it had a funny taste. My taste buds suck, so I didn't really notice. Now, I'll come a little closer here. The Corel one, it looks more, if you will, like the LG. I have the little cap on the LG, but the pattern's the same. Pretty much looks like the same filter when you hold them. When you hold them side by side, from the top down to the bottom. The Home Depot one, you think they could do a little better on the end. It's just a simple flat end on it. Obviously a Chinese company can at least make it look like the LG one. But all these fit in the opening, at least in our LG fridge, like normal. Now that other generic was a tad smaller, but it did lock in, but it was a tad smaller for the space. I didn't really like that. I kind of like it taking up the space. Of course the company was like, they were good because I asked them about it. I'm like, did you send me the wrong one? And they were like, no, that's the one. It might be a little smaller for the opening, but it'll work the same. So I'll put obviously all the numbers and stuff in the description in the search. So if you get to this video, most likely it fits your LG or Kenmore refrigerator. So let's open these up and see how they're made inside. Wow guys, I'm back. So I just used a Dremel, went around where there's a line, and I cut off the ends. Now that worked fine for the Corel brand. and the Home Depot brand. The LG brand, if you're gonna like duplicate my unscientific look at these, there's actually a lip. Zoom in there, that lip. So actually I had to cut beyond that to be able to pull this out. That's the LG right there. This is the Home Depot. I'll go ahead and pull out the filter part. That's what that looks like. And here's the Corral. It was broke inside. I didn't drop it. I didn't do anything. I didn't beat it. It just came out in 2 pieces. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this. Pretty simple. It has an O-ring there. You get shoved up into there. That's the filter. Look at this end. This end is the end that goes kind of in the cap a little bit. Inside the cap looks like that. See those fins? That plastic rust on there. And it's pretty basic. Now, as far as the material, I have no idea if that's good material, not. It seemed like it filtered for 6 months. I guess the plus, I don't see, there's some dust in there, or the black residue. And the Home Depot, the HDX. I should also note the plastic material. The Home Depot and the LG both seem like they wanted to melt really bad. This one, as you can tell, it didn't really melt. It just had like, you know, light shavings, like it's just sawing it off. So obviously these 2 types of plastic are different kinds. I'm guessing more like a PVC. Anyways, let's look at the end. The end inside looks like that. Nothing special. It just keeps, you know, that to that cap. There's the filter in, which you notice the end. This one will protrude out to look like that. Let's see, length of filter median. About the same. Okay, we'll move on to the LG, because this one is substantially different. Now, it has a soft, like papery material around the filter. I accidentally crinkled it when I pulled it out. It's you know, not really tough stuff. Kind of like feels like tissue. It's really soft. And then this end has an O-ring. That just slides right into this. And that's the inside of that end. And it has this extra, I don't know if you can see, it has this extra top to it, which I think is another filter on the end. Go back to the Home Depot because it has a cap, but there's no holes. So I'm guessing the Home Depot one is much more like the Corral, which makes me wonder if that's been cracked. Have we really been filtering the water? I honestly don't know. So my next one, I'm going to open up another one because I have 4 more now, and we'll see. But maybe the Home Depot one is worth the $50. I'm gonna turn off the camera here and come back to you guys here in a second. I'm gonna see if I can take this more apart. Okay guys, I'm back. So I kind of took the LG filter apart a little bit. For the cap, I just pulled and it's glued on, and it pulled off a little bit of the end. And first, I'm going to show this top part here. So to get off this other cap that's on here, this is in there like that. this cap with the hole, so obviously water goes through it. Was on there. Took a screwdriver, was able just to pry that up. This, as I pulled this tissue or cotton, whatever it is, material, this stuff is on this side. So that's an extra added filter, if you will. Not sure what it does. And take a look at the bottom. That's how I can tell it was glued. That's like rubbery type, almost hot glue gun type glue. Maybe it is. That they just put on top of the filter, press the cap on, and I believe that's what's holding on this too, because you can kind of see through the plastic. So that's glued on to that end. And this is the tissue, for lack of a better word, that was wrapping this. So technically it had that, wrapping that, and it has this extra filter stuff. So I guess you could say it's kind of like has 3 filters there, where the 2 cheaper ones, Home Depot and the Chinese, are just one solid filter unit with no other filtering capabilities. Now, it's up to you guys to decide, is it worth the $50 for the LG? Is it worth the $50 for 2 of the Home Depot brand? Or is it worth the $41 for 4 of the Corel Chinese brand, which I'm guessing it's so black? And I'm gonna put it over here. And they're all about the same length, so it's not like they squeezed any extra filtering ability within the cap. They're all about the same. So anyways, it's up to you guys to decide, you know, which one. Now that one's more black, the Chinese one, I'm wondering if it was cracked from the get-go and thus wasn't really filtering. Where the other 2 were working, so they have kind of a specky white to them. Like I said, now I'm for sure going to open up another one of Corel's when I go, you know, when I use one up and just see. They might, maybe these just crack easily. I don't know. Maybe it just happened to have a defective one. Maybe it didn't work at all for 6 months. This is the one I just took out, so I can beat it. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would break real easy. This one, I obviously could pull off the material, so yeah, this one, LG I could break. I want to try this one again. Home Depot. No, I don't think I can break this one as easy. The Home Depot one. Maybe it's because the cap's on and I can't get a good grip with my shoe. But, yeah, guys, I'll just let you decide on this, and that's why I'm doing this. I've just been curious for a while now because I've been saving them up as I use them. And I figure other people would be also interested because these suckers are so expensive, but maybe the LG is worth the $50. It has more filtering ability. It's made in Mexico though. Home Depot one's made in the USA, but it's pretty much the same as the Chinese one, as far as I can tell. From, you know, what we can tell from our eyes. I don't know about the filtering material itself, but so I think it's either you go with the really cheap for $41 for 4, or go with the better filtering ability for $50 for 1. You guys decide. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.